Hey there friends, it is Thursday. We are winding down another week. So this week we have been talking about doing shunne turns with our poi in together same as well as together opposite. And today we're going to talk about what happens when we try and do these same turns in all of the different split timings, yeah? So let's check it out. Drex here from Drex Factor Poi, helping you discover the love of poi spinning and flow arts and posting a new tutorial every single weekday during the COVID-19 crisis. And today we are going to learn how to dance a little bit with the split timings, that is split opposites and split time same direction. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these awesome companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. All right, are you all sick of moving your feet just yet? Well, we've got one lesson left where I'm going to ask you to do it anyhow. I know that a lot of the split timings are stuff that we kind of relegate to, I'm going to deal with that later, but especially when it comes to poi dance and everything, I find that I actually use the split timings a lot more often than I use my together timings. So because of that, you all are getting them now too. I'm sorry. So just as a quick review, let's remember how it feels to do split time opposites as well as split time same direction. Namely that in split time opposites, our hands are separated top and bottom and they come together to either side. Feels a little bit like double Dutch jump roping, right? And of course we want to make sure that we can do this going both ways. That is both with my right hand going clockwise as well as my right hand going counterclockwise, right? Likewise, when we're doing split time same direction, in one direction it feels as though the poi are moving around like we're doing the crawl stroke, and in the other direction it feels like they're going around doing the backstroke, yeah? So, how exactly do we get footwork involved in all this? All right, so first let's talk about split time opposites. Just like together opposites, split time opposites involves moments when the poi come together and when they separate. And also just like together opposites, we want to look for those moments where the poi are coming together as being the key to when we can make our turns happen. So in split time opposites, I want you to go ahead and look to either side when those poi come together and realize that this is going to be very, very similar to how we did the turns in together same. Namely, when both of the poi are off to one direction, that gives us the opportunity to step around, yeah? Likewise, when we have the poi spinning in together opposites, that moment when they're both off to the same side gives us the opportunity to take a step and turn. So let's take that turn really slowly. Let's start off with having our hands doing split time opposites in such a way that our right hand is going counterclockwise and our left hand is going clockwise, yeah? Now I want you to look out for this moment when, boom, the right hand is up top and the left hand is down low. When this happens, I want you to turn towards your hands as they clap over to your left hand side here, yeah? Now from here, remember, the last place that we came from was our right hand high and our left hand low. So let's reverse that. Let's make the left hand high and the right hand low and bring our hands back together to our left side, right high, left low, right side, left high, right low, left side, right high, left low, right side, yeah? Now we should be doing split time opposites in such a way that our left hand is spinning counterclockwise and our right hand is spinning clockwise. Again, we want to look out for that moment when the hands are about to converge over onto our left-hand side. That'll happen when our left hand is high and our right hand is low. So we pause here and we turn towards our hands as they clap over on our left-hand side. And since the right hand was low before, now we're going to let it go high, and our left hand, which was high before, now goes low. So think as we're doing these turns that you're switching from right hand high to right hand low, and left hand high to left hand low in order to get you around, yeah? We can also take it back going the other way. So we wait for that moment when the left hand is high, we sweep the hands past each other, and then the left hand goes low. We look for that moment when the right hand is high, boom, we sweep the hands past each other, and the right hand goes low, yeah? The thing to bear in mind is which hand is high going into the turns and making sure that that hand is low when you come out of the turn. So let's do that same exercise with the poi now. You're going to have to do it a little bit faster. So think off to your left-hand side in 3, 2, 1, and make the switch. And then off to your left-hand side again in 3, 2, 1, and make the switch. This is probably the one that is going to feel both the most and least comfortable, because you have to, when you come out of that turn every time, be able to just drop into that split time opposites feel. Otherwise, almost always you're going to drop into a different timing and direction, either together opposite or split time same direction, depending. Really make sure that you're comfortable with both of those split time opposites directions, so that as you emerge from each turn, you know exactly where you are supposed to be, yeah? Okay, so now let's integrate this with our steps, and which should feel like a reasonably familiar exercise here, yeah? So in split time opposites, I'm going to step forward on my left when they come together over on my right, and again with my right, and again with my left, and again with my right. Going back the other way, just going to step out with my right, and then my left, and then my right, and then my left. Yeah? And now, of course, with our steps backwards. This time, we're going to wait for that moment when the poi come together away from the direction that we're stepping in, yeah? So rather than waiting for when they come together to my right, I'm going to look for the moment when they come together to my left. In 3, 2, 1, step back. 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 And then we're going to go back the other way. Again, looking for that moment when the poi come together away from the direction we want to step in. In 3, 2, 1, step back. 3, 2, 1, step back. 3, 2, 1, step back. And 3, 2, 1, step back. Yeah? All right, so now let's chain together the forward and backward step, yeah? Thinking 3, 2, 1, step forward, and 3, 2, 1, step back, and 3, 2, 1, step forward, and 3, 2, 1, step back. Going the other way, 3, 2, 1, step forward, 3, 2, 1, step back, 3, 2, 1, step forward, and 3, 2, 1, step back. You ready to put it all together? Let's try. In 3, 2, 1, step forward, then back. 3, 2, 1, step forward, then back. 3, 2, oh, we got to go back the other way. Excuse me. 3, 2, 1, forward and back. 3, 2, 1, forward and back. Yeah, that's that's a little bit of a challenge now, isn't it? The thing you really want to keep in mind is look for those moments when the poi come together. Step forward, back. Think that you want to actually have a visual check when your hands slice past each other on either side. And that's what tells you when you're about to take a step, yeah? So let's see that in slow-mo from a couple different perspectives, shall we? So after all of that, now we got to talk about split time, same direction. The good news is that if you have managed to get all the other timing and direction combinations under your belt, and you've taken my water mills tutorial, which I will go ahead and link to, this should actually be fairly intuitive to you. Let me show you why. So as I'm doing a turn in split time opposites here, you'll notice that I'm switching from a place where the poi are in the same plane to a separate plane to the same plane, and then same plane separate plane, same plane. Do you see how anytime I'm turning, the poi are kind of running in two different tracks, but when I'm in between turns, they're kind of hanging on to the same wall or the same plane around me and everything? Well, split time, same direction, because the poi are always separate, means also that the poi are always going to be in a wheel plane place, more or less, yeah? So really, you just like have to turn with them, and then take a step as you do so. Turn and take a step. It's actually going to feel like your hands are leading your feet through this, but I'll go ahead and show it to you anyhow. So like, let's say for the sake of argument that I'm spinning my poi forwards in split time, same direction here, and I'm going to step along the line. I'm going to step forwards with my left foot, forwards with my right foot, forwards with my left foot, and forwards with my right foot. You know, basically, I'm just walking straight forwards as I'm doing this. And likewise, if I go back the other way, it's literally just me walking as I'm doing the backstroke here, yeah? So there's not really that much to adjust to here. The only real adjustment that you have is if you're going from a forwards to a back step, yeah? So if, say, I'm starting off forwards and I step forwards right, I'm going to need to switch around to having my poi going reverse now in order to do the back step. And then I'm going to need to turn around to forwards, which if you have taken my water mills tutorial, you already know how to do that in split time, same direction, and take the step forward with my left, yeah? So altogether then, the shunei step just becomes step left, switch around to right, and come back. Step left, switch around to right, and come back. Your body actually more or less guides you exactly how it's supposed to go through this. Just for some reason, staying eternally in wheel plane makes it more or less intuitive to make these steps happen. Cool, and let me give you that in slow-mo as well. Oh my goodness, you are almost done with all of Drex's crazy lessons on moving your feet with your poi. I promise that they will actually have some impact on the future of your spinning, and the sooner that you do it, the better, yeah? Tomorrow, we are going to take these and a whole bunch of other things that we've learned in the past month and go ahead and turn them into a full poi phrase with choreo, yeah? As you're learning this stuff, pretty please send me videos. You can tag me on Facebook or Instagram. I am DrexFactor on Instagram and DrexFactorPoi on Facebook. And if you'd like to jump ahead, you can always sign up for my Spin Poi Like a Rockstar course over on my website at DrexFactor.com. You will get all the lessons delivered straight to your inbox, including the ability to download all of the lessons directly to your computer, so you can do them at whatever pace you like. Once again, that's Spin Poi Like a Rockstar, and you can do it over on my website at DrexFactor.com. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure that we get these tutorials out to the wider world so we can have so many more floamies when this crisis is finally over, which I personally am looking forward to and is one of those things that's keeping me going through all this. And finally, if you're getting anything out of these tutorials, if they are helping you navigate this crazy time that we're in, if they're helping you learn poi, if they're helping to bring something new and interesting into your life, pretty please consider donating to help this project out on Patreon, like all these nice folks did. Patreon is what is allowing me to be able to post a video a day, which is like more than twice the amount of content that I usually create in a given week. So if you have the means, and I totally understand if you don't, head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and sign up. You get early access to all of my content as well as a say in what topics I pursue in the future. I asked my Patreon supporters before I launched into this, for example. So go and check that out, please and thank you, and please stay healthy out there. Cool, so tomorrow I am going to give you a combo that is going to incorporate elements from all the past 4 weeks. Oh my goodness, I've been doing this a month, and hopefully it will help make it feel like all these things gel together into a coherent whole, yeah?